For anyone whose commute includes Seymour Street in downtown Vancouver, specifically a certain stretch towards Nelson, you may already be familiar with the neon marquee outside the legendary Penthouse nightclub. These days, the humorous slogans and double entendres that its tile lettering spells out seem to get more attention than the venerable club itself. Now, the grabbiest of those attention-seeking messages have been collected in a new book. It's called A Sign of the Times, The Best of the Penthouse Marquee. And here to talk about it are co-authors Benjamin the Sign Guy Jackson, historian Aaron Chapman, as well as Penthouse owner Danny Filippone. Take me through how it started, Ben. You began working at the club in 2015, and you say this started out as a way to make you and your friends laugh.
Yes, sir. Exactly that. When I first approached Danny and our GM at the time about putting the first marquee up, I don't know if people remember, it would have been the Pokemon Go craze that was going on, but it was released in America a week before us. So we knew it was coming, and I had the idea for changing the sign to rare Pokemon inside. And that was going to be the joke. And our GM at the time was a little hesitant it was all very new. But it was that very first one that essentially went viral and opened the door to allow me to keep having fun with it.
And there were people coming by trying to get to the club in the daytime.
Yeah, there was daytime, nighttime. I specifically remember getting out of an Uber, and there was people up front, and the doormen were kind of laughing, and they said, "Talk to this guy." And it was a couple, mom and dad with a child, 8 or 9 years old, that they said, like, the kid's obviously not going to come in, but can the dad come in, catch the Pokemon, and then come back out? And I was like, it's a joke. I don't think there's any Pokemon inside.
But when Ben first started the sign, we had come to an agreement that we were going to stay away from political stuff. We just wanted to make fun. But as soon as certain people got into office, it got to the point where we couldn't resist. And so it got to the point where, not only was Ben talking about the presidency of the United States, but he was talking about our hockey teams and just local stuff and musicians. So everything was sort of at that point on the table.
The name of the book is A Sign of the Times, The Best of the Penthouse Marquee. My thanks to co-authors Benjamin the Sign Guy Jackson, historian Aaron Chapman, and Penthouse owner Danny Filippone.
Thank you so much for having us.
Thank you, John.
Appreciate it.